Now we are going to do miscellaneous exercise of chapter 5, continuity and differentiability. Miscellaneous exercise. Here we have 23 questions are there. We will not do all the sums. We will do different and difficult questions. So rest of the questions you can take as homework. Anyway, we will discuss each and every sums. Question number 1. Differentiate with respect to x the functions in exercise 1 to 11. So question number 1, first one. 3x square minus 9x plus 5 raised to the power 9. So we need to find derivative of this expression. 3x square minus 9x plus 5 raised to the power 9. That is y. That y is equal to this expression. So dy by dx. Then we can use this formula. D by dx of x raised to n is equal to nx raised to n minus 1. And we will apply chain rule also. So d by dx of x raised to n, that is n x raised to n minus 1. So we will get a 9. Then the expression inside the bracket, 3x square minus 9x plus 5 raised to the power 9 minus 1, that is 8 into derivative of expression inside the bracket. So here 3x square minus 9x plus 5. So derivative of 3x square. So derivative of 3 is a constant. 3 into derivative of x square, that is 2x. So 3 into 2x, that is 6x, minus derivative of minus 9x. Minus 9 is a constant. Minus 9 into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1. Plus derivative of 5. 5 is a constant. Its derivative is 0. So this is the answer. Dy by dx is this expression. And here we applied that formula. D by dx of x raised to the power n equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So we got the answer. Then second question. Sine cube x plus 6 raised to the power, cos raised to the power 6x. Y is equal to sine cube x plus cos raised to the power 6x. Then dy by dx. Same formula we will apply here. D by dx of x raised to the power n equal to nx raised to n minus 1. Then chain rule. So here sine cube x, that is 3 sine square x into derivative of sine x, that is cos x, plus cos raised to the power 6, that is 6 cos raised to the power 6 minus 1, that is 5x into derivative of cos x, that is minus sin x. So that minus when we keep here, this will be the answer. So if you want, we can take sin x cos x outside, then we will get then we will do question number 3. 5x raised to the power 3 cos 2x. 5x raised to the power 3 cos 2x. So here we cannot apply this formula. In this formula, base is a function in x and the power exponent is a real number. So this one should be a real number. But here base and the exponent, both of them are functions in x. So this is in the form of u raised to the power v, where u and v are the functions in x. So we have to differentiate this one by logarithmic method. So here we can take this function. Let y is equal to this one. Let y is equal to question number 3. Then we will take log y both the sides. We have done this type in previous exercise. Log y is equal to logarithm of LHS is equal to logarithm of RHS, 5x raised to the power 3 cos 2x. Then log a raised to b equal to b log a. So by using that property, right side we can write log a raised to b, that is b log a. So 3 cos 2x log 5x. 3 cos 2x log 5x. That is log y. Now we are going to differentiate with respect to y. Differentiate with respect to y. So d by log y, derivative of log y, that is 1 upon y into derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx, equal to, now we have to apply product rule. 3 is a constant. We can apply product rule. First function, that is cos 2x, first function into derivative of second, derivative of log 5x, 1 by 5x into derivative of 5x, 1 by 5x into 5. So chain rule we will apply. Cos 2x into derivative of log 5x, 1 upon 5x into derivative of 5x, that is 5, plus second function, that is log 5x, log 5x into derivative of cos 2x, that is minus sin 2x into derivative of 2x, that is into 2. And here from here we can find dy by dx. We will find dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx is equal to 1 upon y. We can take y from left to right. So y into RHS. So that y is the given question. So y into RHS. So y can be replaced by this one. So 5x raised to the power 3 cos 2x. Then in bracket 5 and 5 cancel now. Then 3 outside, or we can write that 3 here. 3 into, then cos 2x upon x, cos 2x upon x plus, sorry, minus sign, here it is negative, minus 2 sin 2x log 5x, minus 2 sin 2x log 5x. So if you want, we can simplify this one. We can take LCM here, that x and this one can be combined. So backside answer we need to check. We can easily find, we can simplify this one. We will take a LCM, common denominator x, then x will be here, that x and this one can be combined. So you check your answer, then we can simplify. So that is third question. So here I will explain the questions. I will not do all the sums. Fourth question is sine inverse x root x, y is equal to. So here I will explain how to do this question. You can do by yourself. D by dx, we will apply chain rule. D by dx of sine inverse x, 1 upon under root 1 minus x root x whole square. So d by dx of sine inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So d by dx of sine inverse x root x, 1 upon under root 1 minus x root x whole square into derivative of chain rule x root x. X root x is equal to x raised to 1 into x raised to 1 by 2. That is x raised to 1 plus 1 by 2, that is x raised to 3 by 2. X root x, x raised to 1, then x raised to 1 by 2. So a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. So 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. So derivative of x raised to 3 by 2, that is 3 by 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1. So that is 3 minus 2, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So then you just rearrange that terms, we will get a final answer. That is fourth question. Then question number 5. Cos inverse x by 2 divided by square root of 2x plus 7. Cos inverse x by 2 divided by square root of 2x plus 7. And here dy by dx. So in this question we can apply quotient rule. Denominator into derivative of numerator. Derivative of denominator root 2x plus 5 square root of 2x plus 5 into derivative of cos inverse x by 2 minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So that is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x by 2 whole square. This one square root of 2x plus 7 denominator into derivative of numerator, that is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square by 4 into derivative of x by 2, that is 1 by 2 minus denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator, derivative of root x, that is 1 by 2 root x. So here 1 by 2 root 2x plus 7. D by dx of root x is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. So d by dx of square root of 2x plus 1 upon 2 into square root of 2x plus 7 into derivative of 2x plus 7, that is 2, divided by square of the denominator. So that is 2x plus 7. So now we can simplify. When you simplify, you will get a final answer. So here just take LCM, simplify, etc. So we will get the answer. So you can do by yourself. Then we will do question number 6th question. Cot inverse under root 1 plus sin x plus under root 1 minus sin x divided by under root 1 plus sin x minus under root 1 minus sin x. We need to find the derivative of this one. I think we have done this question in previous exercise. So here we will replace 1 by cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2, and we will replace sin x. Sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x cos x. Therefore sin x is equal to 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So we applied this formula in some other questions. So sin x can be replaced by 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2, and 1 can be replaced by cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. So when we replace this one, then we will get here cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 plus 2 cos x by 2 sin x by 2. So that will be cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square under root cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square. So radical is there, it will be cancelled. So cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 you will get. Then same cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2, that is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. 2 and radical will be cancelled. So cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. This same question I think we have done in previous exercise. And in denominator same again, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 same. Then here, sorry, here it is plus sign, so it will be plus, and here it is minus, same expression inside the bracket cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. So here we will cancel minus sin x by 2 and sin x by 2. Here cos x by 2 and cos x by 2, and here in outside the bracket cot inverse. Then that is equal to cot inverse. Cos x by 2 plus cos x by 2, that is 2 cos x by 2 divided by sin x by 2 plus sin x by 2, that is 2 sin x by 2, 2 and 2 cancelled. Cot inverse cos x by 2 upon sin x by 2, that is cot inverse cot x by 2, that is equal to x by 2. So we got the given expression is equal to x by 2. So now we are going to find the derivative dy by dx, derivative of x by 2, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is the answer of that question. We have done this question in one exercise, but I don't remember that exercise. Then 7th question you can do by yourself. Y is equal to log x raised to the power log x. So here base and exponent both are functions in x. So that is in the form of u raised to v form. So we will differentiate a logarithmic way. So log y is equal to logarithm of RHS, log, then log x raised to the power log x. Logarithm of LHS is equal to logarithm of RHS. Then we can use that property, log a raised to b equal to b log a. Log a raised to b equal to b log a. So log x raised to log x, that will be log a raised to b equal to b then log a. So here log x, we will write first log x into log so here log a raised to b equal to b log a. Therefore log x into log b log a raised to b equal to b log a, b into log a. So log x into log, then in bracket log x. So that is by using, when we use this property, log a raised to b equal to b, then log a. Same way log x, then log x. Now we can differentiate this one. 1 upon y, derivative of log y, 1 upon y into dy by dx. Differentiate with respect to x. Then we have to apply product rule here. So the first function, that is log x. First function into derivative of second, derivative of log x. Derivative of log something, that is 1 by that expression inside the bracket. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. So derivative of log x is 1 by log x into chain rule, derivative of log x, that is 1 by x. So first function into derivative of second, 1 by log x into 1 by x, plus second function, that is log x. Log x, that is second function, into derivative of first function, that is derivative of log x, that is 1 by x. Now dy by dx is equal to 1 upon y, we can take from left to right, that is y into RHS. So y is our question. So log x raised to the power log x. Then inside the bracket, the simplified form, log x and log x cancel now. So 1 upon x plus log x upon x. So that is 1 plus log x divided by x. So 1 plus log x upon x. So that is the answer, dy by dx. So that is question number 7. Then question number 7 we have done. Now we have to do question number 8. Same type of cos a cos x plus b sin x. Question number 8, y is equal to cos in bracket a cos x plus b sin x. So dy by dx. Then chain rule we will apply. D by dx of cos. D by dx of cos is equal to minus sin. Then expression inside the bracket we will write a cos x plus b sin x into. Now we are thinking about the expression inside the bracket. That is chain rule. The first function is cosine function, derivative of cos, that is minus sin of same expression inside the bracket. Then into derivative of that expression. So derivative of a cos x. A into derivative of cos x minus sin x. That is minus a sin x plus b into derivative of sin x, that is cos x, b cos x. So just simplify, then we will get a final answer. So that is that question. Then question number 9. Ninth question. Y is equal to sin x minus cos x raised to the power sin x minus cos x. Sin x minus cos x. Sin x minus cos x raised to the power sin x minus cos x. Same u raised to the power v form. So we will take log y equal to logarithm of RHS. So logarithm of RHS, that is log a raised to b equal to b log a. So log a raised to b, that is b log a. So we will write sin x minus cos x into log in bracket sin x minus cos x. So actually when we write logarithm, one more step is there. Log y is equal to log then sin x minus cos x raised to the power sin x minus cos x. When we take log both the sides, then log a raised to b equal to b log a. So that is sin x minus cos x log sin x minus cos x into log sin x minus cos x. That's a same expression. So we are not no need to write all the steps. So we can skip that step. So we got this expression. Now we have to apply product rule, differentiator with respect to x. So 1 upon y into dy by dx is equal to product rule. This is the first function, second function. That is sin x minus cos x into derivative of log, that is 1 upon sin x minus cos x into, then think about that function, derivative of sin x minus cos x, derivative of sin x, that is cos x, then derivative of cos x, that is minus sin x. So first function into derivative of second function, that is 1 upon sin x minus cos x into derivative of sin x minus cos x, that is cos x minus minus sin x, that is cos x plus sin x. So first function into derivative second plus second function log sin x minus cos x into derivative of sin x minus cos x, derivative of sin x, that is cos x minus derivative of cos x, that is minus sin x, that is plus sin x. So now we can take sin x plus cos x common, and here sin x minus cos x, sin x minus cos x cancelled, and when we take sin x plus cos x outside, then inside the bracket I think we will get a 1 plus log sin x minus cos x. So sin x plus cos x common, then 1 plus log sin x minus cos x, that is 1 upon, that is dy by dx, 1 upon y into dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx is equal to 1 upon y, we can take from left to right. So y equal to, that is sin x minus cos x raised to the power sin x minus cos x, then inside the bracket we will get inside the bracket this expression sin x minus cos x, that is y, then inside the bracket we will get that expression. So that is question number 9. Then now we are going to do question number 10. In 10th question, x raised to the power x plus x raised to the power a plus a raised to the power x plus a raised to the power a, y is equal to. So we need to find the derivative of this one. So here d by dx of u raised to b, d by dx of u raised to b equal to u raised to b into d by dx of v log u. So that is the formula. So d by dx of u raised to b, that is y is equal to same u raised to b, then log y is equal to v log u, then log y is equal to log u raised to b, that is log u raised to b, that is v log u log y. Therefore 1 upon y into dy by dx is equal to we will differentiate d by dx of v log u. Therefore dy by dx is equal to y into, that is u raised to b into d by dx of v log u. So that is the formula I already explained, derived in previous class. So d by dx of u raised to b equal to u raised to b into d by dx of v log u. That is one formula. So that formula we can apply here. If you are not applying that formula, then you need to take it separately. So you have to take this one separately, Then by logarithmic differentiation, log y is equal to log x raised to x. Then we will find its derivative. Then this one separately, etc. So if you are using this formula, then directly we can do. So dy by dx equal to d by dx of x raised to x. D by dx of u raised to b equal to u raised to b d by dx of v log u. So by using that formula, x raised to x, then d by dx of u raised to b, same d by dx of v log u. So d by dx of x log x, x log x. Then plus d by dx of x raised to a. We can use this formula. D by dx of x raised to n is equal to nx raised to n minus 1. So d by dx of x raised to a is equal to a, because a is a constant, a x raised to n a minus 1, a x raised to a minus 1. Then plus d by dx of a raised to x. D by dx of a raised to x is equal to formula a raised to x log a. D by dx of a raised to the power x, that is a raised to x log a. So we can write formula a raised to x log a plus derivative of a raised to a. A raised to a is a constant, its derivative 0. Then we will write one more step. Here we have to differentiate this one. So x raised to x, then we will apply product rule. X into derivative of log x, that is 1 by x. So x into 1 by x, that is 1 plus. Second function log x into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1 plus same a into x raised to a minus 1 plus a raised to x log a. So this is the answer. X raised to x into 1 plus log x plus a into x raised to a minus 1 plus a raised to x log a. So that is question number 10. Then 11th question. Question number 11. Question. X raised to the power y is equal to x raised to the power x square minus 3. X square minus 3 plus x minus 3 raised to the power x square. So that is the question. X raised to the power x square minus 3 plus x minus 3 raised to the power x square. So we need to find the derivative of this expression. Then we will use the formula d by dx of u raised to b is equal to u raised to v into d by dx of v log u. If you are using that formula, then we can do in one step. If you are not using that formula, then you have to take it separately. So we can take it as a and this function as a and this function as b. Then by logarithmic differentiation, we will differentiate separately. Then we will find the sum of that two expressions. That will be the final answer, or we can do directly. Then dy by dx. Here I am using that formula. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of u raised to b, d by dx of v log u. So same, u raised to b, that is x raised to x square minus 3 into d by dx of v log u, power exponent log base. So exponent is x square minus 3, x square minus 3 log base x. Then plus second one, same again, u raised to b into d by dx of v log u. So same expression, x minus 3, u raised to b, x minus 3 into x square into d by dx of v log u. So here v is x square log base x minus 3. So now we have to differentiate the expression inside the bracket. So that is equal to same x raised to x square minus 3. Then inside the bracket we will apply product rule. First function x square minus 3, then first function into derivative of second. X square minus 3 into derivative of log x, that is 1 by x. So x square minus 3 into 1 by x, that is x square minus 3 upon x. Plus second function log x into derivative of first term. Derivative of x square minus 3, that is 2x minus 0, that is into 2x. So that 2x we can write first term. Log x into 2x we will write it 2x log x. Same only. Log x into derivative of x square minus 3, that is 2x. That is 2x log x. So we can close the bracket. Then plus x minus 3 raised to the power x square. Then again first function, second function. First function into derivative of second. Derivative of log x minus 3. That is 1 upon x minus 3. So x square upon x minus 3 plus second function log x minus 3 into derivative of x square, that is 2x. So derivative of x square, that is 2x. So this is the answer. And if you want, we can simplify this one. We will take LCM here. Then if you take LCM, then that x and this one can be combined. X raised to the power minus 1 we will get. Then minus 3 denominator. We can write one more step. That is x square, x raised to the power x square minus 3. And if you take LCM, then x square minus 3 plus 2x square log x divided by x. Then x minus 3 raised to the power x square. Then here also we can take LCM, x square plus 2x into x minus 3, 2x and x minus 3 into log x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. Then this x minus 3 and x minus 3, and here also when you combine this one, here it is 1. So when you take it from denominator to numerator, it will be minus 1. Then x raised to x square minus 4 in bracket. X square minus 3 plus 2x square log x. And here x minus 3. When we combine, this is x minus 3 divided by 1. So a to the power m divided by a to the power n. That is a to the power m minus n. So we will get x minus 3 raised to the power x square minus 1. Inside the bracket, x square plus 2x into x minus 3 into log x minus 3. So this is one form of the answer. Backside answer you need to verify. I think that may be this one. So if you simplify further, we will get this expression. So backside answer I don't remember exactly. So either this or this one. So that is question number 11. Now we are going to do question number 12. Twelfth question. Find dy by dx. Find dy by dx if y is equal to 12 into 1 minus cos t and x is equal to 10 into t minus sin t. So first we will find dy by dt, then dx by dt, then dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So this is not difficult now. So you can do by yourself. So we can do that question. Then question number that is 12th question. Then 13th question. Find dy by dx when y is equal to sin inverse x plus sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. So same, it's not a difficult one. Dy by dx is equal to right formula sin inverse x, that is 1 upon under root dy by dx 1 upon under root 1 minus x square plus again 1 upon under root 1 minus its square, that is 1 minus x square. Radical will be cancelled. Into, here we have to apply chain rule. D by ds of sin inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So 1 upon under root 1 minus square of this expression, that is this one. Into derivative of under root 1 minus x square, that is 1 by 2 root 1 minus x square. Into derivative of 1 minus x square. Derivative of 1, 0. Derivative of minus x square, that is minus 2x. So when you simplify, you will get a final answer. Then 14th question we will do. Question number 14. X into under root 1 plus y into under root 1 plus x equal to 0. Prove that dy by dx equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x the whole square. X into under root 1 plus y into under root 1 plus x is equal to 0. Prove that dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x the whole square. So here dy by dx, that is independent of y. So we don't have y there, but here we have y. So we can do one thing. X into under root 1 plus y equal to, we can take this term from left to right. Minus y under root of 1 plus x. So when we apply product rule, y will be there. Y into under root 1 plus x dy by dx, when we apply product rule here, y into then 1 upon. So y will be there. So that y we need to avoid, because in dy by dx, that is independent of y. So this is in terms of x. So we need to eliminate y from here. So x into under root 1 plus y is equal to minus y under root 1 plus x. Then squaring both the sides. X square into 1 plus y equal to x square into 1 plus y equal to y square into 1 plus x squaring. So squaring, that is x square. Then squaring, radical and into cancel now. Again minus y whole square, that is y square. Then under root 1 plus x whole square, that is 1 plus x. Now open the bracket. X square plus x square y is equal to y square plus y square x. Now we can write that is x square minus y square. Y square we can take, both the terms we can take from right to left, or we can take y square from right to left, then this term from left to right. So y square x minus x square y. Y square x already there. X square minus y square, then y square x minus x square y. That is equal to yx we can take outside. When you take yx outside, then y minus x will be there. Yx outside, then y minus x. And here a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So that is x plus y into x minus y. Then that is x plus y into x minus y equal to when we take y minus x is equal to minus of x minus y. Y minus x is minus of x minus y, because when we open the bracket minus x plus y same only. So that minus sign we can take outside from here. So that sign we will keep here. Then y minus x will be x minus y. Now we have x minus y and x minus y, both the sides is cancelled. So that is x plus y is equal to minus yx. Now we will do one thing. We will take y from left to right. That is x is equal to minus yx minus y. Minus yx minus y. That is x is equal to minus y common. minus 5 outside, then x plus 1. By minus 5 when we take outside, then that is x plus 1. Then we will write, therefore y is equal to, we will keep that y that side, then x plus 1 we can take from right to left, so that x plus 1 will go to the denominator, then minus sign also, so we will get a minus x upon x plus 1. So y equal to minus sign we will keep here, x upon x plus 1. So minus sign also there, that is minus x upon x plus 1. So now this expression is independent of y, x plus 1. Now we will find dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to minus x upon x plus 1. We will apply product rule, quotient rule. Denominator into derivative of numerator. X plus 1 into denominator into derivative of numerator, that is minus 1. Derivative of minus x, that is minus 1. Minus, then x plus 1 into derivative of numerator minus, then minus x into derivative of x plus 1, that is 1, divided by x plus 1 square. That is equal to, open the bracket, when we multiply by minus 1, minus 1 into x, that is minus x, then minus 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1, minus x, minus 1, then minus into minus plus x divided by x plus 1 whole square. So plus x and minus x cancel now. So we got minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. So we got the expression minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. X plus 1 whole square. So that is dy by dx. So we got the expression dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. And here, if you differentiate directly here, you will get the answer in terms of x and y. Y will be there. Then it may be difficult to eliminate. I think this may be easy. But if you differentiate by direct method, we will get the answer. But this is another method. So that is question number 14. Question number 15. If x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal to c square, where c greater than 0, prove that 1 plus dy by dx whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by d square y by dx square is a constant independent of a and b. That is our question. So here one expression given, and we need to show that this expression is a constant. That means no variables, no x, no y, and independent of a and b. That means a and b should not be there. X, y, a, b should not be there in the simplified form of that expression. So that is our question. So we have to find the dy by dx and d square y by dx square. D square y by dx square is second derivative. Then we will find dy by dx, d square y by dx square. Then we can replace that values here. Then we will get one expression, and we need to show that there is no x, no y, no a, no b. That is our question. So the given expression we can differentiate first. Differentiate with respect to x. So d by dx of x minus a whole square. We can use d by dx of x raised to n formula, n x raised to n minus 1. That is 2 into x minus a raised to the power 2 minus 1. That is 1. Then derivative of x minus a. Derivative of x is 1, 1 minus 0. Chain rule we will apply. 2 into x minus a raised to 1 into derivative of x minus a. 1 minus 0. So no need to write. Plus derivative of y minus b whole square. Same. 2 into y minus b into derivative of y minus b. Derivative of y, that is dy by dx. Minus derivative of b, that is 0. Equal to derivative of constant, that is 0. So we can take this one from left to right. So that is 2 into x minus a is equal to minus 2 into y minus b into dy by dx. From here we can find dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to 2 and 2 cancel now. So we will get a x minus a upon y minus b. So dy by dx we got. Now we are going to find a d square y by dx square. Derivative of this one. D square y by dx square is equal to derivative of this one. So here we have to apply quotient rule. Denominator into derivative of numerator. Derivative of x minus a, that is 1 minus 0, that is 1 only. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator. Derivative of y minus b. Derivative of y is dy by dx. Minus derivative of b 0 divided by square of the denominator, that is y minus b whole square. Now again we can simplify y minus b minus x minus a into dy by dx. We will replace by x minus a upon y minus b. X minus a upon y minus b divided by y minus b raised to the power 2. Again we will take LCM in the numerator. So when we take LCM here, y minus b into y minus b, that is y minus b whole square. That is a d square y by dx square is equal to y minus b whole square. Y minus b into y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b. Again y minus b whole square. So we can combine them. That is y minus b raised to the power 3. Then here x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square. So here y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square. So we need to check it properly. D square y by dx square is okay. This one can be y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square. This is y minus, okay. Now we are going to replace these values in this expression. So we can write a 1 plus dy by dx all square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by d square y by dx square equal to 1 plus dy by dx all square. So here dy by dx all square is this one, x minus a upon y minus b whole square. That is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 all divided by d square y by dx square. So that is, here we have negative sign only. Then d square y by dx square, d square y by dx square is this expression. So that is y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b raised to the power 3. Now we can combine, we can take LCM. So here when we take LCM here, y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square numerator divided by this is actually divided by raised to the power, we can separate this one, y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by y minus b whole square raised to the power 3 by 2. So that 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So we will get a y minus b raised to the power 3. Y minus b raised to the power 3. That is the numerator. Then denominator again, same expression. Y minus b whole square minus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b raised to the power 3. So y minus b raised to the power 3 and y minus b raised to the power 3 cancelled. Then y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square can be replaced by c square, and here we have c square raised to the power 3 by 2, and this expression we need to check properly. Dy by dx we got once again 2 into x minus a plus 2 into y minus b into dy by dx is equal to 0. That is 2 into x minus a is equal to minus 2 into y minus b. So dy by dx is equal to, here we made one mistake. So dy by dx is equal to dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to minus of x minus a. Minus sign is there. Minus of x minus a upon y minus b. So we will make that correction here. So d square y by dx square. D square y by dx square is equal to denominator into derivative of numerator. So derivative of numerator, derivative of minus of x minus a. So one negative sign will be there. Denominator into y minus b into derivative of minus of x minus a. So that is minus 1 minus numerator minus x minus a. So sign will be plus x minus a into derivative of denominator, that is dy by dx upon square of the denominator. So we will get a here minus is there and here plus sign, and x minus a into dy by dx we can replace by minus of x minus a upon y minus b. Minus of x minus a upon y minus b. Then y minus b whole square. Then d square y by dx square is equal to, we will take LCM, y minus b whole square, and here it is negative sign, y minus b whole square, negative sign is there, y minus b whole square, minus x minus a whole square upon y minus b whole cube. And here this expression we can when we take minus outside. So here we have negative sign, minus sign is common. So when we take minus outside, then inside the bracket we will get y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square. So y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square is c square. So this expression will be minus c square divided by y minus b raised to the power 3. So minus c square, so that is second derivative, minus c square upon y minus b raised to the power 3. So when we replace here, denominator we can replace like this, same. So here 1 plus dy by dx whole square upon d square y by dx square is equal to 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So dy by dx minus sign is there. So minus of minus x minus a upon y minus b whole square. So minus x minus a whole square, that is x minus a whole square only. So here same sign because we are squaring. So minus square, that will be positive, and denominator will be different. So denominator will write a minus c square upon y minus b raised to the power 3. Now we can simplify. We will take LCM. When we take LCM, we will get a y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square. Y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square raised to the power 3 by 2, that is the numerator, and here divided by y minus b whole square raised to the power 3 by 2. 2 and 2 cancelled. So we will get a y minus b raised to the power 3 divided by minus c square upon y minus b raised to the power 3. So y minus b raised to the power 3 and y minus b raised to the power 3 cancelled. And this expression y minus b square plus x minus a square, y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square can be replaced by c square. So here we will get a c square raised to the power 3 by 2. c square raised to the power 3 by 2. So 2 and 2 cancelled. So we will get a c cube, or we will write a c square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by minus c square, that is 2 cancelled, c cube upon minus c square, that is minus c. So that is the answer here, and this is a constant. Minus c is a constant and it is independent of a and b. So we don't have a and b here, no variables here, no x, no y, no a, no b. This is independent of a and b and it is a constant. So we got the value. So that is question number 58. Now we will do question number 17. Question. If cos y is equal to x cos a plus y. Cos y is equal to x into cos a plus y. Then prove that dy by dx equal to cos square a plus y divided by sin a. Cos square a plus y divided by sin a. That is our question. So here dy by dx we need to find out. And here by normal way, when we differentiate this one, we will apply product rule here, and when we find dy by dx, you may get a variable x there. So then we can eliminate, but I think that may be lengthy. So we can do in another way. We will find x from here. Therefore, x is equal to cos y divided by x is equal to cos y divided by cos a plus y. X is equal to cos y divided by cos a plus y. Now we can differentiate with respect to y. In one question in previous exercise we have done the same way. We are going to differentiate this expression with respect to y, not with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to y. So derivative of x with respect to y, that is dx upon dy. Derivative of x with respect to y equal to, now we will apply quotient rule here. We will apply quotient rule, denominator into derivative of numerator, cos a plus y, denominator into derivative of numerator, derivative of cos y, that is minus sin y into derivative of y with respect to y. Derivative of y with respect to y is dy by dy, that is 1. But if derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. So here we will write a 1 only. So cos a plus y into derivative of cos y, that is minus sin y, into derivative of y with respect to y, that is 1. Minus numerator cos y into derivative of denominator, derivative of cos a plus y, that is sin a plus y, into derivative of a plus y. Derivative of a is 0 plus derivative of y with respect to y, that is 1. So 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is 1 only, divided by square of the denominator, that is cos square a plus y. So that cos square a plus y already we got. Now we have to denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator divided by square of the denominator. Now we can write a dy by dx cos a plus y into then sin a cos b minus sin we can take outside. So when we take minus sin outside and when we rearrange this one, we will get a sin, we can sin a cos b plus cos a sin b form. Sin a, then cos b, same only, negative sign we can keep outside, sin y cos a plus y, plus sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, cos y, then sin a plus y, divided by cos square a plus y. Now we can use that formula, same expression, just taking negative outside. When we take negative outside, sin y cos a plus y plus cos y sin a plus y. Then sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, that is sin a minus b, sin a plus b. Sin a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So when we use that formula here, that is minus of sin a plus b. that is sine, one second, cos square a plus y upon sin a dx dx upon dy is equal to cos a plus y into derivative of cos minus sin minus cos y into derivative of cos yes. Derivative of cos a plus y is equal to minus sin a plus y. Minus into minus, that is plus sign. We will not take negative sign outside. So see here I made one mistake here. Derivative of cos x, that is minus sign. So cos a plus y into derivative of cos y minus sin y. Then minus sin cos y numerator into derivative of denominator. Derivative of cos a plus y, that is minus sin a plus y. So minus into minus, that is plus. So here it is minus and here it will be plus. So now we will rearrange that term. Means we will write this expression first. So we can write sin a plus y cos y minus cos a plus y sin y. Same expression, sin a plus y cos y minus cos a plus y sin y divided by cos square a plus y. That is equal to sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So formula sin a cos b minus cos a sin b is equal to sin a minus b. So that is the formula. So sin a minus b will write sin a minus b. So here a plus y minus y divided by cos square a plus y. So that is equal to plus y and minus y cancelled. So we will get sin a upon cos square a plus y. So here this is a dx upon dy. Dx upon dy equal to sin a upon cos square a plus y. Therefore dy by dx. This is dx upon dy. So we need to find dy by dx. So a reciprocal of this one, dy by dx is a reciprocal of that expression. That is cos square a plus y divided by sin a. So we got the result cos square a plus y upon sin a. That is question number 16. Now we will do 17th question. If x is equal to a cos t plus t sin t, x is equal to a into cos t plus t sin t, y is equal to x is equal to a into cos t plus t sin t, and y is equal to a into sin t minus t cos t. Find d square y by d square. Find d square y by dx square. So we have to find the second derivative here. Second derivative. So first we will find dy by dx. Then derivative of dy by dx. That is d square y by dx square. So here this is in parametric form. So t is the parameter. And we learned how to find dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. So we have to find dx by dt, then dy by dt, then dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Then again we will differentiate. So we will get a d square y by dx square. So we can find dx upon dt. Variability dx upon dt. So a is a constant outside. Then derivative of cos t, that is minus sin t, plus here we have to apply product rule, that is t sin t. Product rule we will apply. T into derivative of sin t, cos t, plus sin t into t into derivative of sin t, cos t, plus sin t into derivative of t with respect to t, that is 1. Once again, a is a constant and derivative of cos t, that is minus sin t, plus t into derivative of sin t cos t, plus sin t into 1. So that is dx by dt. Then we can find dy by dt. That is a into derivative of sin t, that is cos t, minus, again we will apply product rule, t into derivative of cos t plus minus outside t into derivative of cos t minus sin t plus cos t. Then close the bracket. So we can simplify this expression. Here minus sin t and plus sin t cancel now. So we will get a t cos t, a into t into cos t. And here when we open the bracket, cos t and minus cos t will be cancelled. Cos t and minus cos t will be cancelled. And here we will get minus a t sin t. So here it is a t cos t and here minus a t sin t. Now we can find dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So dy by dt, that is minus a t sin t divided by a t cos t. So minus a t cancel now. Then sin t upon cos t, that is minus tan t. So that is dy by dx. We need to find d square y by dx square. D square y by dx square. So here we have one problem. We need to differentiate this expression. D square y by dx square is d by dx of dy by dx. So that is d square y by dx square, second derivative. D square y by dx square is d by dx of dy by dx. So when we differentiate dy by dx with respect to x, we will get a d square y by dx square. So here when you differentiate dy by dx with respect to x, but this is our expression, and here the variable is t, this is tan t minus tan t. So we cannot differentiate this expression with respect to x because the variable is not x. So but t is a parameter, so we cannot differentiate with respect to x here. So we can do like this, d by dx of dy by dx. So we can differentiate with respect to t only. So we will do like this, d by dt of with respect to t, dy by dx into dt by dx. So here same only, d by dx of dy by dx, dt, d by dt, dt. So d by dx of dy by dx. So d by dt of dy by dx into dt by dx. So d by dt of dy by dx, we can differentiate this one with respect to t, that is d by dt of dy by dx, that is minus tan t into dt by dx. dt by dx already we got. dx by dt is this one. So dt by dx is 1 upon 80, or you in next step we will write dt by dx. So that is d by dt of minus tan t, derivative of tan x, d by dx of tan x is equal to sec square x. So minus sec square t into dt by dx, that is 1 upon, this is a dx by dt, so dt by dx is 1 upon 8t cos t. Then that cos t we can take from 1 by cos t, that is sec t, then that sec t into sec square t, that is minus sec cube t divided by 80. So this is the answer, minus sec cube t minus sec cube t divided by 80. So we got question number 17. Then 18th question. Question number 18. F of x is equal to modulus of x raised to the power 3. Show that f double dash x exists for all real x. F of x is equal to modulus of x raised to the power 3. Then show that f double dash x exists for all real x and find it. So that is our question. So modulus of x. Modulus of x is equal to x when x greater than or equal to 0 equal to minus x when x less than 0. So modulus of x will be x when x greater than or equal to 0. So it will be x cube when x greater than or equal to 0. Modulus of, when we replace modulus of x by x, then x cube. So x greater than or equal to 0. And when x less than 0, modulus of x can be replaced by minus x. So minus x cube. Minus x cube is minus x cube. Minus x cube is minus x cube. Minus x raised to the power 3. That is minus raised to the power 3 minus x cube. Minus x all raised to the power 3 is equal to minus x cube. So when we replace modulus x by minus x, we will get this one. And here x less than 0. Now we can find the derivative. Our question is show that f double dash x exists. Okay. Then we will find f dash x when x is greater than 0. We have two cases when x is greater than or equal to 0. F of x is equal to x cube. F dash x is equal to 3x square. F double dash x is equal to 6x. So we can write f double dash x exists. Then second case, when x less than 0, f of x is equal to minus x cube, f dash x is equal to minus 3x square, f double dash x is equal to minus 6x. The derivative minus x cube, then minus 3x square, then derivative minus 3 into derivative of x square, that is 2, minus 3 into 2x, that is minus 6x. So we can write f double dash x exists. So we got the result. So that is question number 18. So here we can say f double dash exists. Question number 19. Using mathematical induction, prove that d by dx of x raised to the power n, x raised to n equal to n x raised to n minus 1. Using mathematical induction, principle of mathematical induction. So that is the statement. D by dx of x raised to n equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So when n is equal to 1, LHS d by dx of x raised to the power 1, that is d by dx of x. D by dx of x with respect to x, that is 1. Then RHS, when n is equal to 1, RHS 1 x raised to 1 minus 1. So that is 1 into x raised to 0. That is also 1. So here LHS equal to RHS. Therefore, this is Pn. We can take it as, this statement we can take as Pn. Prove that. So we will take it as Pn. This statement is Pn. Therefore, Pn is true. Therefore, Pn is true when n is equal to 1. So that is the first step. Pn is true when n is equal to 1. Then second step, assume that Pn is true when n is equal to k, because by principle of mathematical induction we are doing this one. Assume that Pn, that is that statement, is true when n is equal to k. So we will write d by dx of x raised to k is equal to k into x raised to k minus 1. That is equation number 1. Our assumption, d by dx of x raised to k is equal to k into x raised to k minus 1. We are assuming the statement is true when n is equal to k. Then next we have to prove that the statement is true when n is equal to k plus 1. So that is the principle of mathematical induction. We will prove when n is equal to 1. We will assume when n is equal to k. Then we will prove n is equal to k plus 1. Then when n is equal to k plus 1. When n is equal to k plus 1, LHS. LHS is equal to d by dx of x raised to k plus 1. D by dx of x raised to k plus 1. That is d by dx of x raised to k plus 1 we can write as x raised to k into x. D by dx of x raised to k into x. Now we can apply product rule. D by dx of x raised to k into x. That is first function x raised to k into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1, plus x into d by dx of x raised to k. So we can write like this: x raised to k into d by dx of x plus x into d by dx of x raised to k. This is product rule. First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. That is x raised to k into 1. This is LHS. LHS is equal to x raised to k into 1 plus x into d by dx of x raised to k can be replaced by k into x raised to k minus 1. K into x raised to k minus 1. That is equal to x raised to k plus k into x raised to, here it is 1, then x raised to k. So x raised to k minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 cancelled, so x raised to k. So we can take x raised to k outside, so we will get a k plus 1 into x raised to k. So LHS is equal to k plus 1 into x raised to k when n is equal to k plus 1. Then when n is equal to RHS we will find. Then we need to show both of them are equal. RHS when n is equal to k plus 1, RHS is equal to k plus 1 into x raised to k plus 1 minus 1. That is k plus 1 into x raised to k. So here LHS k plus 1 into x raised to k, RHS also k plus 1 into x raised to k. So LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, by principle of mathematical induction, d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. For all positive integers, for every n belongs to set of natural numbers, for every positive integers. So this is true only when n belongs to set of natural numbers. So we got the result. Now we are going to do question number 20. Using the fact that sin a plus b equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin a plus b equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Using the fact that sin a plus b equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, and the differentiation obtained the sum formula for cosines. So we need to find the cos a plus b. So this is our question. Using this formula and differentiation. Using this formula and differentiation, we need to obtain cos A plus B. So cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. That is the formula, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So that formula we want to get from here by using this formula and differentiation. So here we have two angles A and B. So they are the variables here. A and B are the variables. Two variables are there. So we can take one of them as a constant and the other one as a variable. A and B are variable here because they are the angles. So here we are assuming one of them as a constant and the other one as a variable. So we can take take B as a constant and differentiate with respect to A and differentiate with respect to A. So we are going to take A as a variable and B as a constant. So d by dx of sin A plus B, that is cos A plus B into chain rule d by dx of d by dA. We are going to differentiate with respect to A. So d by dA of sin A plus B. D by dA of LHS equal to d by dA of RHS. We are going to differentiate with respect to A. So d by dA. So here d by dA of sin A plus B, that is cos A plus B into d by dA of A plus B, that is chain rule, equal to. Then here B is a constant, therefore cos B is outside. Cos B into derivative of sin A with respect to A, that is d by dA of sin A. Constant cos B outside, then d by dA of sin A. Plus again B is a constant, so sin B outside, sin B into d by dA of cos A. So that is the differentiation. Now we can find the result. That is cos A plus B into derivative of A plus B with respect to A. So derivative of A with respect to A, that is 1, and B is a constant, so its derivative 0. So here we will get a 1 into 1 equal to, then cos B into, here it is 1, d by dA of sin A, derivative of sin A with respect to A, that is cos A, plus sin B into derivative of cos A with respect to A, d by dA of cos x, that is minus sin x, so minus sin A. So that is cos A plus B equal to, then we will rearrange this one, cos A cos B, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So we got the result, cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B by using this formula and differentiation. And here we have taken B as a constant and differentiate with respect to A. Or we can take A as a constant, then differentiate with respect to B, then also we will get a same result. Then we will have question number 21. The question is, does there exist a function which is continuous everywhere but not differentiable at exactly 2 points? Justify your answer. We need to give example for a function which is continuous everywhere but not differentiable exactly at 2 points. Very simple. Question number 21. Modulus of x plus modulus of x plus 1. Modulus of x plus modulus of x plus 1 we have done in one exercise. Modulus of x is a continuous function. Modulus functions are continuous. One second. Modulus of x plus 1, or we can take modulus of x minus 1 also, because x minus 1 we have done in exercise 5.2, question number 9. Exercise 5.2, question number 9. There we have, we proved that this function is not differentiable at 1. And modulus x is not differentiable at 0. I already explained. I think that explanation in book also, I think it is there. Differentiability. Page number 163. Page number 163, that corollary, I think. Yes. So here we learned the modulus functions. Modulus functions are continuous everywhere. Modulus functions are continuous everywhere. So this function is continuous, this is also continuous. If two functions are continuous, then their sum is continuous. So we can say that modulus x plus modulus x minus 1 is continuous. Continuous everywhere. Or we will write one more step. Modulus of x and modulus of x minus 1 are continuous everywhere. Therefore, so we will take it as f of x. Therefore, f of x is equal to modulus of x plus modulus of x minus 1 is continuous everywhere. Because the reason, if f and g are continuous, then f plus g is continuous. If f and g are continuous, then f plus g is continuous. Modulus functions are continuous everywhere. So we can say that this function is continuous everywhere. Then we need to show that this function is not differentiable at exactly at 2 points. Modulus x is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. And this is example page number 163. I already explained in previous class. So modulus x is not differentiable. When you find the left hand derivative and the right hand derivative, both are different. So this function is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. So I am not doing that steps here. Then similarly, modulus of x minus 1 is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. So this one also I explained. Exercise 5.2, question number 9. Modulus of x minus 1 is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. When we take LHS and RHS, they are different. So here, therefore, f of x is equal to modulus of x plus modulus of x minus 1 is not differentiable at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So this function is not differentiable at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1, but it is continuous everywhere. So that is our question. Does there exist a function which is continuous everywhere but not differentiable at exactly 2 points? They are not differentiable at exactly 2 points. So we got the result. Now we have to do question number 22. And here y is equal to determinant f of x, g of x and hx. Then L, M, N, A, B, C. Prove that dy by dx equal to determinant f dash x, g dash x, h dash x, then L, M, N, A, B, C. So that is our question. If y is equal to determinant, prove that dy by dx is equal to that determinant. So we will start from here. Determinant is a number, determinant. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. So determinant is a number or a function associated to a square matrix. So we will find the value of determinant from here. Then we will differentiate. Then we will check that value and the value of the determinant, both are equal or not. So first we have to find derivative of, we need to find a determinant here. So that is equal to, we can find the determinant by using first row f of x, by expanding first row f of x. We already learned in determinants chapter f of x into mc minus bn, mc minus bn minus g of x. Alternative positive and negative, positive, negative, positive. F of x into deleting, then mc minus bn, then negative sign minus gx into deleting, then lc minus an, lc minus an, then again plus hx, then deleting lb minus an, lb minus an. Now we can find that this is y, we can find dy by dx. So when we find dy by dx, and here mc minus bn is a constant, so mc minus bn into derivative of f of x, that is f dash x into mc minus bn minus constant lc minus an into derivative of gx, that is g dash x into lc minus an plus h dash x into lb minus an. Now we will find the value of this determinant. So when we find the value of this determinant by expanding first row, f dash x into deleting f dash x into mc minus bn, f dash x into mc minus bn, f dash x into mc minus bn, then minus gx into deleting lc minus an minus g dash x into lc minus an plus h dash x into then deleting lb minus an. So when we expand this determinant, we will get this expression. So this expression is equal to that determinant. So we will write therefore that is equal to dy by dx, that is equal to f dash x, g dash x, h dash x, then l, m, n, a, b, c. So the expansion of this determinant or the value of this determinant is this one. So we can set therefore dy by dx is equal to, determinant. So we cannot differentiate it directly. So y is this one, therefore dy by dx is equal to directly f dash x, g dash x, h dash x, l, m, n, a, b, c equal. Like that we cannot do. That is not possible. So we have to convert it into differentiable form. Then we will differentiate them. And this one also, when you convert it into, when you find the value of that determinant, you are getting same. So both are equal. Now we have one more question. That is question number 23. That is the last sum. So here, if y is equal to, question number 23, if y is equal to e raised to the power a cos inverse x, e raised to the power a cos inverse x minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, show that 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y equal to 0. 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y equal to 0. This is a previous year question, board exam question, and this type of questions are very, very important. So we can differentiate this expression with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Then dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx is equal to derivative of e raised to a cos inverse x. Derivative of e raised to x is equal to e raised to x, e raised to a cos inverse x. Same only. Then we have to apply chain rule. Derivative of a cos inverse x, that is a into derivative of cos inverse x minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So that is minus a upon under root 1 minus x square. So once again, dy by dx is equal to derivative of d by ds of e raised to x. D by dx of e raised to x is equal to e raised to x only. So e raised to a cos inverse x into derivative of a cos inverse x. So a into minus 1 upon, or we can write like this, that is into a into minus 1 upon derivative of cos inverse x 1 minus x square. We want to get that result. So we will cross multiply. Before that we can replace it by y. That is dy by dx equal to e raised to a cos inverse x can be replaced by y. That is minus ay upon under root 1 minus x square. Then squaring both the sides. So we will take a squaring, that is dy by dx all square, because we don't want square root there, that's why. That is equal to minus a y all square, that is a square y square upon 1 minus x square. Now we will cross multiply 1 minus x square into dy by dx all square equal to a square y square. A square y square. Now we can differentiate with respect to x. Here we have second derivative. So first function 1 minus x square into derivative of dy by dx all square, that is 2 into dy by dx into derivative of x raised to n, that is n x raised to n minus 1. So 2 into dy by dx into derivative of dy by dx, that is d square y by dx square. D square y by d square plus product rule we are using here, dy by dx all square, dy by dx all square, dy by dx all square into dy by dx all square into derivative of 1 minus x square, derivative of 1 minus x square, that is derivative of 1 0, then minus 2x into minus 2x equal to derivative of this one, that is a square into derivative of y square, that is 2y into derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx. A square into 2y into dy by dx. So here I think everywhere we have dy by dx, and here one dy by dx, and here dy by dx. So we can cancel dy by dx. Then I think 2 also we can cancel 2 here. Then here we have 2 and 2. So 2 into dy by dx we will cancel. So when you cancel 2 into dy by dx, because we can take 2 dy by dx common from LHS, 2 dy by dx, 2 dy by dx, 2 dy by dx. So when we take it outside, then it will be cancelled. Then we will get 1 minus here, 1 minus x square into 2 dy by dx cancelled, d square y by dx square. 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square. Then 2 cancelled, then 1 dy by dx cancelled. So now we have here minus x into dy by dx. So minus x into dy by dx. Then here 2 and dy by dx cancelled. So now we have a square y, that is in right side. So we can take it from right to left. So minus a square y equal to 0. So we got the same expression, 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y equal to 0. That is question number 23.